I don't really know. I don't really know what else there is to do. I mean, we're going to go out. We're going to compete. We're all going to give it our all every day. Obviously, it's been a little bit of a tough run for us, but there's going to be goods. There's going to be bads. We got a lot of young guys coming up and helping this team and contributing, and we're learning. We've been in some big spots in late innings where we got the bases loaded and 3 rookies coming up, and so like those are situations and feelings you get in your body that we haven't experienced before. So we're all trying to learn and do our best here.
When you look at the standings and you look at what's going on in the highlights, you see an Arizona team that was a lot like this one just a couple of years ago. Do you look and say, yeah, our time's going to come?
Absolutely. I think it's exciting. I think we've talked about the young guys coming in and contributing, and people talk about the future, and I'm someone that likes to be more present, but I got to experience a bit of this in Cleveland. We had a really young team, and we were all just trying to do our part, and I think that's what it comes down to. And we're going out there, we're playing our asses off every day. We're giving it all we got, and to get this experience, and hopefully build up for the future for sure.
As you mentioned, with all the rookies kind of being thrown into the deep end, what was the experience like at Fenway Park, at a historic ballpark like that? And you guys played really well there.
Yeah, it was cool. I think the energy was the biggest thing that we all noticed. Was the energy was there from their fans and from us as well. As like we were never out of a game. Had a couple big hits there, a couple big plays defensively. So that's what it takes to win, and to get an experience like that, an exposure like that, and then packed Atlanta Stadium. Like we gotta be in those situations before we're in the playoff atmosphere or whatever, to be able to control those feelings and learn to deal with those feelings.
Did it feel almost like, hey, we've got nothing to lose here, so we can only play up? And for the most part, you did.
Yeah, I wouldn't say nothing to lose. We're going out there to win games. Like nobody's looking at the standings and saying we have nothing to lose. We're not playing for anything. We're 100% playing for something every day.
Can you try to describe to me your confidence and comfort level at this point, pretty much playing every single day, compared to whether it be last year or when you first got called up? Like, can that confidence grow that quickly with these everyday at-bats?
Yeah, for sure. I think baseball's baseball's a game you have to play every day. Guys are throwing 100 miles an hour. Like, if you don't see it every day, it's hard to adjust to. So to get the opportunity to come here and play every day and have small contributions, whether I have a bad day offensively, make a play, it definitely gives me confidence. I think that the hardest thing about the big leagues is believing that you belong in the big leagues. So to have small moments here and there that's like, okay, maybe I can play here, I think it goes a long way.
Where have you seen the most growth from yourself from the start of the season to now?
I think the position stuff is something that I take pride in. I'm learning different positions. I'm still not a great outfielder, but I'm working on it.
I think others would argue that.
Well, I'm working on it. I think I take pride in that, and then obviously in the box every at bat. Like I had an at bat in Atlanta that I kind of walked back from, and I was like, I was fully locked in, but I felt like I gave a pitch up or two.
Yeah.
And so it's like kind of like learning from those moments, and I'm always trying to get better. I think we're always trying to get better, and tell we're going to be great players one day. So I think taking every day and learning from it.
Are you feeling pretty comfortable at every position now? I know first was kind of the one you were like, I'm still getting used to just the involvement of a first baseman. But
yeah, I think the weirdest thing about first is that I have to like run away from the baseball.
Yeah.
And like nowhere else on the field are you running away from the baseball. So that's kind of the one position where I'm still learning. But I do feel comfortable there. I think I can play first base. But I still, I think I'm learning everywhere, even in right field. Like there's all the ballparks are different. I'm learning that the ball flies a little more here at Coors. Like there's gonna be the mistakes. There's gonna be the misreads. So I'm still trying to learn at every position and trying to get better. I got a game in Atlanta at third base. I haven't played there in a little while. So yeah, I think I feel comfortable at all the positions. I believe I can play all the positions, but obviously at the same time, still trying to get better.
yeah, it's something else I've noticed is you use a timeout. Like you use that timeout. A lot of guys I feel like aren't using it when they're at the plate. I feel like in a lot of your at bats you're using that. Is that a way for you to calm yourself down, or why are you so willing to use that?
Yeah, I think it just everything gets sped up. Like I think that with the pitch clock and stuff, I love the pitch clock. I think the pace of the game is way better. But when I'm in the moment and there's a big pitch coming, or I start thinking could be a slider, could be a heater, I use that timeout to just like reset my brain, my body, everything, just take a deep breath and like reset my thoughts. So I mean, I think I use it as, I don't use it to like some guys do every time they get to 2 strikes just to like throw the pitcher off or whatever. I kind of use it for myself as like a deep breath, let's lock back in and kind of reset my mind.
Yeah, it always seems strategic. It's just something, I mean, it seems like almost every at bat, and you don't see a lot of guys using it, but it's there for
Right.
you to use it. You know?
Yeah, I mean, I always took my time prior to the pitch clock, so it's kind of like my way of slowing everything down.
Have you learned a lot from this road trip? You previously, you were kind of in the middle of the lineup towards the bottom. You got some opportunities towards the top. Was there anything you learned from those experiences that you'd previously had in the minors?
Yeah, I mean, I hit at the top of the lineup in the minor leagues a lot, but got to hit 2-hole for the Colorado Rockies. Like, I mean, it's pretty sweet that there was some trust there from Buddy. So yeah, I mean, I think I'm learning every day. Like the guys, I had early success, and then I had some failures, and then I had some success, had some failures. So it's up and down. I'm learning how they're pitching to me. I'm learning what I'm not hitting well right now. Like constantly evolving and getting opportunities to hit at different parts of the lineup and be in different situations, I think is only going to help.
How do you handle the failures whenever you know that it's part of the process of getting to the next level?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the toughest thing in baseball, right? Like, it's a game of failure, but we don't want to fail. Like, we're playing for the ability to stay here. We're playing for the ability to help the team win. So I think that I'm someone that tries to leave everything at the field. I definitely come in here and sit in my locker angry at times. I'm not going to say I just brush it off, because I don't. But I try not to take it home and try and think about it. Sometimes I spend an hour here at my locker at the end of the game, just kind of think through it and try and move on before I go home.
Have you always been this open and honest? I mean, that's something that honestly is refreshing to hear somebody really say things instead of maybe cliches.
Yeah, I mean, it's real. I mean, we're playing baseball for a living. Like, I mean, I get an opportunity to show up to Coors Field every day. So it's real that, yeah, I mean, I try and be as real as possible.